Welcome back, everybody. This is Glockman4519. I am back with another ROM overview. This ROM is Bliss. This is the latest Bliss ROM official. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the 15th, March 15th release. I know it's a little late on that, but this was the latest release. I wanted to run it for a little bit. Again, guys, I like to try to run a ROM for a little bit before I release it. Release a video. That way, if there's something wrong with it, I can let you know beforehand, or I may not even want to do a video on it. So far, it's running very good. Um, and I also wanted to set up the video a little better so I could get a little better quality for you guys. And so let's go ahead and get into this. Um, I'm not really going to go through the ROM as much. We're going to hit on everything, but I'm not going to do as much of a thorough review on the ROM as much as I am more on this theme. I just ran across this theme. I think it's an outstanding theme. I love this. I'm probably going to get some haters out there that are not going to like this theme. I just think it's awesome. It is a paid theme, but it's well worth every cent. If we go into the themes, I'll let you guys see it here real quick. The theme is called Blue Hydra, and it's just everything about the theme I love. The buttons, the animations, everything is spot on. And the only thing I'm not running on the theme is the wallpapers, obviously, and my navigation buttons. I'm kind of running the glow for my navigation buttons. Other than that, everything else is the Blue Hydra. So, let's go ahead and get into this ROM real quick. We're going to go to About Phone. As you can see, this is Bliss. This is the official 6.1 Marshmallow for the Nexus 6. And this is build 315, as I said. Um, I am running Hell's Core kernel. I'll scroll down here, let you guys see the kernel. It is the HCB14M permissive, M standing for the Mako hot plug. Not the Mako phone, but the Mako hot plug. I don't like to run hot plugs, but if I do run one, I like the Mako one. It's brilliant. I love it. Very good battery optimization. Um, not as much high performance. If you guys are looking for that, you may want to go with um, Elemental X or something like that. This is more for just a smooth scrolling, nice acting ROM with good battery stats. Again, I also like this kernel because it is SE Linux permissive. Alright, developer options, real quick. You have your ad blocker here. This is where you're going to find that at. Of course, I haven't set ad blocker up yet. You'd want to grant root. Obviously, then you'd want to download your apps and then reboot your system. I don't have my ad blockers downloaded. I'll do that later. I do like Adaway. I haven't been using it. I wasn't using it before. I have been using it lately, and this is my go-to ad blocker now. This obviously is where you're going to get your root. Uh, when I was talking about animations earlier, check out the animations on this. Um, I just think it's really cool. Then, of course, you have your Android debugging, all of your ADB, stuff like that. This is going to be where you're going to find that at. Local terminals there. Scroll down. You don't have system animations like normal in your developer options. But if you look where they should be at, you do have your multi-window mode. So that's where you're going to turn that on at. And that is pretty much it for developer options. Let's see here. This is CM based, so you are going to get your privacy settings. These are your security settings quickly. Then you have your notification settings, heads up, all that. This is where you're going to find that at. Display and lights. Got your double tap to wake. Double tap to sleep. Again, guys, double tap to wake only works if your kernel supports it. I think the kernel that comes standard or that comes supplied with this ROM does support that feature. And then, of course, you have your ambient display. All that's in there. Notification lights. This is going to be where you're going to change all that up at. Here are your sound settings. Other sounds. And then, of course, on the bottom are your vibration settings. All right, now this does come with kernel auditor pre-installed themes. Your equalizer. It does come with a good equalizer in it, um, and it is Viper for Android. I did not download any drivers for that yet or set this up. I just wanted to show you guys what it had. Let's go ahead and go into the Bliss settings. First up are your animations. Um, these are going to be all of your animations setting up for um, um, your toast your toast animations, your power menu coming up and disappearing and all that. This is how you set all that up. Of course, your scrolling, list scrolling and stuff. And remember, I told you in developer options that your transit or that your animations were missing out of there. Well, they put it in here, so that's where you're going to find all that at. Next up are your buttons. Bliss is slowly starting to get more options built into their ROM. It is by it is nowhere near what it was when it was Lollipop, but they are getting there. Um, of course, you have your button layout for your nav bar. You can change those if you want. Of course, you guys know how to do that. You hit the edit button. You physically move where you want to put it. Hit the save. I am not going to do that. I'm going to leave mine the way they are. Of course, you have your recent long press, power menu. Um, Not a lot on the power menu. They do have screen record on here. Kudos to them for that. It's very simple. If you want something, you just click on it or turn it off. And you have your end call with the power button. Press power button twice for camera, all that. Playback control for the volume. These are your volume controls down here. Again, if you listen to music, you're going to want to set that up for that. And then all the way down at the bottom is your kill app back button. I did find one little bug with this ROM. It could be kernel related, but when I would hit my back button, it would automatically kill my last app. I did have to set my time. The time normally is set at about there in milliseconds. I actually moved it up to about halfway, and that got rid of that completely. So I'm not getting that kill app last, kill my last app just by touching the back button. It's working good for me now. So just so you guys are aware of that. Then you have your gesture anywhere. If you guys use that, this is where you want to go for that. You have your lock screen settings, live lock screen. All that is there. Of course, your your weather customizations are all here. You guys can go there and set that all up if you want. Double tap to sleep, lock screen torch, your display music visualizer. It's all there. This is going to be where you're going to go for that. And under recents, two options, actually three. Two for your main recents. That's going to be your show search bar and your RAM memory bar. Then, of course, underneath that, you have Omni Switch if you guys want to use that. It is included with this ROM. Next up is your status bar settings. And this being Bliss, you're going to get quite a few status bar settings. One of the things I like about this ROM, you have your clock settings here. Quite a few. I like the fact that they allow you to color it. I wish more ROMs would do that. Even if they don't include a lot of custom features, I just wish they would give the option to color your status bar. God, I hate white. I'm sorry, guys. That's just me. I just don't like a lot of white on my phone. I just don't like it. Let's see. Battery. This is going to be where you can either show your battery or not show it. You know, circle, uh, landscape, or portrait icon, all that. Of course, I have mine off. I am running the 3-minute mod. Now, the zip I'm using is a February zip. Probably about 6 builds old. So I don't recommend using the zip that I am, but I just put a request in for an updated zip for the March 15th build. So hopefully there'll be an updated zip available for this. You know, by the time I release this video, that would be really awesome. Just go over to the XDA thread for the Nexus 6 and for the 3-minute battery mod, and check at the very last. It should be about the very end post. Then, of course, you have your battery bar. You can set that all up however you like. Status bar icons. This is going to be where you're going to turn off or on the icons that you want to show or you don't want to show. I just love this theme. It really looks nice. Let's see. Carrier label. You guys can put a custom carrier label in there if you want. I don't really want to. I'm not going to do that. They do have the Bliss logo. I'm just going to stick with that. You have your network trafficking if you guys want to throw up your data incoming, outgoing, either or none. This is where you're going to do that at. And of course you have your temperature control. You can set that up if you guys want to have that. I actually love this feature. And then you can choose to have your Super Sue show or not. Your headset icon, Bluetooth icon, all that. They do have that there. And of course you have your time contextual header. That's one feature I really like. Then brightness control, show notification count, quick pull down. And then all the way at the bottom is your Bliss logo. If you guys want to run it, there it is. You can color it. I kind of like that feature. I think if a ROM's going to have a logo, I am definitely going to run it. Alright, next up is pretty much system app remover. If you guys do not know what you're doing, I highly recommend you do not uninstall any system apps. But if you guys are flashing ROMs, about the best advice I can give you is make a backup before you uninstall anything. Then of course you have your wake lock blocker. And I've told you guys in the past, I actually have some apps that I run that do just as good, if not better. So I don't use that feature. And then you have your clock settings, and that is just your widget settings. I'm not even going to go through that. I'm pretty sure all of you know what it is. And that is it. This is the latest update from Bliss, March 15th. But I really wanted to do this video to showcase this theme. Again, I just want to show it one more time so you guys see it. This is called Blue Hydra. The boot animation is really cool. And I just want to make sure I have that set. Boot animation. No. Well, we're going to set that right now. I do have fonts, right? Yes, fonts. Okay. We're ready to go. I want to show you some of the features with this theme. So I will open some apps up. I'll show you the dialer. That is what the dialer looks like. That is awesome, isn't it? I mean, look at the clarity of that. Then, of course, you have your recents, call list, and then your contacts, your quick contacts, I guess. This is what the actual contacts look like. Then, of course, you have your groups and your favorites. Let me think here. Next up, calculator is themed. I love this calculator. It's done just right. Trying to think of anything else that was themed outside of the Google apps. And we will go to the Google apps. Actually, YouTube is themed. But you got to make sure you are running a themable YouTube. I'm pretty sure you do. Remember the gaps package that I am running are the Dirty Unicorns TVO blackouts, but I like to use the clear. So basically, they are the TVO G apps is what I'm running, the TVO clear. So they're all set up to be themed. But this theme does definitely do YouTube. I'm not so sure about Google Plus, but we'll see when we get there. I don't think Drive is set up. No, Drive is not. Gmail, maybe. Yes, Gmail is. That's what Gmail looks like. I don't think Calendar is it either. No, Calendar is themed as well. Come on. Got it. Alright. Google Plus. Yes, Google Plus is themed. And let's see here. Of course, you have Google Search. Now, it's themed. It would normally have a black background, but since I'm running the clear G apps, it's going to have that blue tint, but it's going to be clear instead of black. So if you're running the any other G apps, it's going to look normal. You're not going to be able to see through it. Let me see. Hangouts. I guess I could have set this up before I did the video, but Hangouts is definitely themed. And last but not least, Play Store. This is what the Play Store looks like, and you can read your settings. A lot of apps you have issues with that, or themes. A lot of themes you have issues with reading the settings. That's pretty much it, guys. Again, this is Bliss Marshmallow Official. This is the latest build. Again, the biggest reason I wanted to put this video out, though, was to showcase the theme Blue Hydra. This is, I think, going to be one of my new go-to themes. You should go to the Play Store, check it out. Yes, it is a paid theme, but it is well worth every penny of it. So, guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Sorry it went so long. I really wanted to go in depth on the theme, and I didn't want to miss anything on the ROM as well, because there are some of you that want to know what the update looks like and maybe what all was included with it. Again, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I just want to thank all of my subscribers, and I will see you on the next one.